era for American cricket began in 2021.
There he goes into a dive! What a catch!
The rise of cricket was celebrated across the country. Now, with big wickets and even bigger hits, the stars of minor league cricket are back and better than ever.
Primus goes huge!
Don't miss the nation's largest league competing for the biggest prize in American cricket. The Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship returns June 25th.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
One, two, three!
My son, he's so soft-spoken.
Oh, yeah!
Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom.
Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Good morning and welcome everyone to this beautiful Musa Cricket Stadium. It's the second game of Minor League 2022 and we're starting. Dallas won the toss and chose to bat first. We're off with the first ball of the game.
Good morning to all of our viewers. We are here at the beautiful Musa Cricket Stadium and they're starting off with a left arm spin.
It was beautifully bowled, pitched up, batsman defends it straight to mid-on, no run there. What a shot by the batsman. Fifth ball of the game and it's gone all the way for 6. That was a big shot, right?
An early attacking start by the batsman. He's got his timing right. Positive indeed.
Farhan is looking in good touch here. Hits a big 6 of the 4th ball of the game. It's gone all the way over the mid-wicket boundary.
A good ball by Angelo Pereira. Farhan misses it and was close to the bat.
Yeah, that was a good ball by Angelo. Good, nice pitched up ball, missed by Farhan. Try to go for it again.
A single to deep mid-off. And that's the over. The score is 7 for no loss.
And you'll be back shortly. Who's on strike? Same guy, right? Farhan.
He should be Farhan because he took it.
Who's the guy again? So Nawaz Khan has to bowl the second over of the game to Farhan Shahibzada. Let's see how he goes. It's the first pacer of the game.
Okay.
I'll just close it for now because there's a lot of echo. So the first ball of the over, defended straight to mid-off, no run there. It was a good ball by Nawaz Khan. Second ball coming up. He goes for the drive, straight to extra cover. Good fielding there. Was no run. You also have to say something.
It's a positive start by Nawaz Khan. He's got the good line and length going.
So Richard, what do you think about this ground?
The ground is a beautiful facility as we watch Nawaz Khan come in for the third ball. A positive back foot punch and a boundary straight through covers. He is looking in good touch here, Farhan.
He's almost making it look way too easy, Richard.
It was a classical drive off the back foot. It's always good when a batsman plays that back foot shot early in the innings.
I think any batsman would like to hit that shot in the beginning of the game or the beginning of their innings.
Absolutely, Tarun. As we watch Nawaz come in for a response.
That was a good drive in the end. Straight to mid-off though, no run there.
Yes, this time he pitched it up. And going back to your question, the Musa Cricket Stadium has a wonderful outfield. It's quite quick and it is quite lush as well. So well done to the management and the ground staff. And the pitch is a high-scoring pitch as well. So a good game to follow.
Another dot ball hit straight to extra cover. And yeah, as you were saying, it's a good ground. It is the second ICC certified ground in USA, so it's a nice, beautiful ground managed by the management of Musa Stadium. They did a really good job.
Absolutely. The USA cricket team was here not too long ago as well. So
Yeah,
very exciting.
there were Nepal, UAE, everybody playing here. It was a beautiful, it's a beautiful ground. Last ball of the over coming up. It was smacked through the covers. It has gone all the way for 4. Back foot punch by Farhan. Good shot in the end.
One, two, three.
So, new bowler here, Mark Dayal, bowled his first ball to Sachin, who was facing his first ball as well. Driven it straight to mid-off, no run there. Oh, the reverse sweep comes out the second ball. It's good fielding at the end by the slip fielder, no run there.
The reverse sweep early on in his innings. Both batsmen are showing positive intent.
Trying to show dominance from the first ball, second ball of his innings.
Sachin taking a single off. A deep long on. And Mark Dayal is maintaining his line in length. He's bowling stump to stump here. And that's good to see.
Change of field for Farhan. Slip has gone back to third man. And I don't think Mark will mind as he's bowling the fourth ball. Shot! It's gone all the way for 6 over long off. That was a huge 6. What do you think?
That is just an extension of his arms. Gets into the line of the ball and then just deposits it over the boundary rope. This is really good batting and a wonderful start for for Dallas Mustangs here.
I think that is what Dallas wants from Farhan. Go for the ball from the beginning. Show your dominance to the other team. Put them on the back foot from the beginning of the innings.
Another single to deep, long on. And this is really sensible batting. He's taken the 6 off the last ball, and now he just wants that single, rotate the strike, and keep going. That's good stuff.
Sweep comes out. 2's deep square leg. Are they calling for a 2? Yes, they are. This is good running by both the batsmen. Or is it? And it's gone. It's a good run out in the end. Keeper collects it properly, and they've got Farhan. That's the wicket they wanted. I'm sorry, they've gotten such a nut Farhan. It was a good run out at the end. That is some good fielding.
The fielder came running in from deep mid-wicket, picks up the ball, and then just throws it lightning quick to the keeper. And they've gotten such an run out. He goes for 1 of 3 deliveries. The score is 23 for the first wicket. Who's the bowler? Yeah, this isn't. We were right. See, Farhan is out. Farhan is out there, and the new batsman, whenever he comes, will.
Wait, the new batsman is Sujit.
Did they follow that order, dude? Or did you?
It's number 3.
Number. Sujit. All right. New batsman is Sujit Gowda. The new bowler is Jaron Alfred.
New bowler here, Jaron Alfred. He's also a fast bowler. Bowling to Farhan, who's looking in a good touch here. Let's see what he does as he bowls the first ball of the over. It's a good shot. Doesn't go away. No, it's good fielding by the fielder. Stops it. Goes from long on to deep mid-wicket to stop that ball. That's some good fielding.
Excellent cricket all around. That was a wonderful on-drive, a powerful one. And the fielder brings it down right before the rope, jumps back in and throws it quickly.
That's also good running in between the wickets. They took 3 there. So first ball for Sujit coming up.
There's a steady breeze that's flowing across the stadium right now. It'll be interesting to see if Jaron Alfred will extract some swing.
Third. Oh, outside edge. Goes to deep third man. They take 1 run there. It was a good ball by Jaron Alfred.
Farhan back on strike. And deep mid-wicket is moving. We have a deep third man and a deep mid-wicket right now. The power play is going on, and as we see the bowler come in.
That was a good short ball defended straight to covers. Good piece of bowling by Jared Alfred, and Farhan just hits it straight to covers. I don't think he had any problem on hitting that shot.
Yes, he looks set already. He's playing it on the front foot and the back foot. He's getting his timing right. Bowler's coming in. A shorter pitch delivery, quick. And Farhan misses it. This is good bowling by Jared Alfred.
So Jaren has given 4 runs off 4 balls. That's some good piece of bowling for T20 as he's about to bowl his 5th ball. And Farhan drives it, but it's a good stop by the bowler, Jaren Alfred. That was a strong shot.
Yes, it looked like a slow one and Farhan picked it. Went straight back to the bowler. That's good work by Jared Alfred.
That is some good piece of bowling as you see Jared coming in for the last ball of the over to Farhan. And it's a wide but good piece of keeping by the keeper. Saves 4 runs for his team. Good keeping. It was a down leg ball by Jaren Alfred and Farhan just leaves that alone. Last ball coming up. And what a shot! It's gone straight up. And what a catch by the fielder! Farhan deposits, that's the wicket they wanted. And Jaren Alfred's got his first.
That's a really good catch there by the fielder, who's running back and takes it comfortably. Well done. And Farhan goes for 25 of 18 deliveries.
That was a good catch from short mid wicket, running back to 30 yard, and he takes it easily.
And in walks in the dangerous Corey Anderson. As we have a change in bowling. Mark Dayal back for his second over. And 2 new batsmen at the crease now. Sujit Gowda and Corey Anderson.
Down leg ball, it's a wide. Mark Dale bowls it on the leg stump. Sujit just flicks the ball to square leg for a single, and the dangerous man Corey Anderson is on strike now. So the 2 players Mark has outside for Corey Anderson are long off and a deep square leg. He also has a slip for him, so let's see how he goes.
First ball for Corey Anderson. Close. That looked close. That was a strong appeal from the fielding side, but the umpire says no.
Bowler thinks that it's out. You can see his expression, but the umpire thinks otherwise.
Yes, it did look a little close, but it's a good start. It's a good start from Dayal.
Another appeal. That one was also close. Corey Anderson, 2 balls, 2 dots, and 2 appeals for LBW. What do you think he's thinking right now?
2 close calls, living dangerously right now.
Third ball, he flicks it well to deep square leg for 1 run. Corey Anderson just releasing some pressure from himself. I mean, he got 2 appeals. First 2 balls of his innings.
That's right, and he did the right thing. Take a single and get to the non-striker's end, regroup. That brings Sujit back on strike.
Mark Dell doing some good bowling right now. He bowls the 5th ball of the over. Good ball, driven it straight to... Oh, that's some good fielding from the mid-off fielder. Dives for the ball, definitely saving 4 runs for his team. Good fielding.
That's really good. 3 dot balls of this over.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Good over by Mark. It is 32 for 2 after 5.
It looked close. This is the guy. Jaron Alfred back for his 3rd over.
Good ball by Jared Alfred. Oh, there was a run-out chance there. Just missed. Good piece of fielding by the fielder, and they take 1 run there. That was a good single taken by the batsman. Good ball, went straight to the fielder. Second ball was a dot ball. Sujit gets the ball. It was the ball to it, but it went straight to extra for some good fielding. In the end, no run there.
Looks like a change in field again. They're bringing in an extra man on the offside.
6-3 field. They have a deep mid wicket and a deep 3rd man. They're bringing in another cover for Sujit here. Let's see what the boy is thinking. Good shot by Sujit. And it's gone all the way for 4, piercing the gap between gully and deep 3rd. It's gone all the way for 4. Good shot in the end.
It's really good timing there. Cuts the gap between 3rd man and point, and third man had no chance of stopping that.
He didn't try to overhit it, just using the pace of the bowler. I mean, Jaren Alfred is bowling some seam right now, and he just glides it for 4. Third ball of the over coming up. Oh, good ball, beats the outside, misses the outside edge, almost got in there. Jaren Alfred is bowling so good right now.
Yes, a good length delivery right above and the 4th stump. He was able to beat the batsman on this occasion.
Quick single taken. Just tapping the ball and running a run. That's some good running in the end. Suja just trying to release some pressure from himself. I mean, there were 2 dots in the last 4 balls. Taking a run. Let's see what Corey Anderson does now. It's the 5th ball of the over. Jaren Alfred has a deep square leg for Corey Anderson and a deep third man. Let's see what he does. 5th ball of the over coming up. Oh, good shot. They're calling for 2. And they're going to get 2. So that's a good shot by Corey Anderson to between deep square leg and fine leg. Some good good running between the wickets by both the batsmen.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go Rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Definitely got the better of them with 2 wickets, but they'll have to build a partnership here if they want to build that foundation to go for an all-out attack towards the end.
I think Babe Blazers bowled really well for in the power play, only giving 40 runs. And Dallas needs to gather up and do something about it. Bay Blazers are on top right now. So Mark coming in to bowl. First ball, and Suja just drives it too long on for a single. I don't think Mark will mind those runs there. I think he wants them to play there for singles. Corey Anderson on strike. And they have 4 fielders outside out of the 5, and they are sweeper cover, long on, long off, and a deep mid wicket. Let's see what Mark is thinking. Oh, good ball as Corey Anderson defends. Third ball of the over coming up. And that's a good cut by Corey Anderson to sweeper cover, taking 1 run there. Fourth ball coming up from Mark to Sujit.
It's a good first half of the over. He's bowling line and length on the stumps. A shorter ball from Dayal, and a single off long on.
Last ball of the over coming up from Mark to Sujit. Let's see what he does. What a shot by Sujit in the gap, and it's gone all the way for 4. Piercing the gap between deep square leg and deep mid wicket. It's a good shot in the end, and you'll be back in a few seconds. Nawaz Khan coming in for his second over to Corey Anderson. And it's a good ball. Corey Anderson misses it. Gone to the keeper. Dot ball to start with. Second ball of the over. As Corey Anderson cuts it straight to point. No run there. Some good fielding at the end. Two dot balls are the first 2 balls of this over. Corey Anderson on strike. Nawaz Khan comes in for his third ball. And he hits it straight to the bowler. 3 dot balls of this over. Pressure is building for Dallas Mustangs.
This is good line and length from Nawaz Khan. He's got the fielder out in deep covers. He's building the pressure here. Fourth ball.
Fourth ball coming up. As Corey Anderson... Did he get any bat? Yes, he did. Corey Anderson inside edged it for 4. Much needed boundary here. I don't think they wanted a boundary like that, but boundary is a boundary. So the 5 fielders Nawaz Khan has outside are long off, sweeper, deep third, and a deep square leg. He's coming into bowl, his 5th ball of the over, only 4 runs off it so far. And well played by Corey Anderson. Oh, good fielding by the extra cover fielder, giving no run there. 4 dots out of the 5 balls so far, only 4 runs off it. Pressure is building for Dallas Mustangs. They need to do something here. Last ball of the over coming up. Corey Anderson on strike. And a good ball by Nawaz Khan. Corey Anderson, that's a thick edge to deep. Third man, they take a single and only...
Over 8, 4 runs.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले। हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
It showed at the bottom, right? I mean, it does. So isn't this like much better? So we can say, oh, 53 for 2, Dallas Mustangs, and then we can also see the ads, like right now.
So Dallas is 53 for 2 after 8 overs. So far, I think it's anyone's game, but Corey Anderson tries to hit that one, misses it completely, and it missed everything, edge and the stump. That's a good ball.
We have a change in bowling, and Arshdeep Brar with his off spin.
Inside edged it, straight to deep square leg for 1 run. Corey Anderson not looking the finest right now, but we know when he's in form, he hits some big sixes.
Delay in this. This is the right one.
No, I think it's a replay.
No, I don't think that there are any replays. No, there are no replays. There is a delay on this.
Third ball of the over coming up to Sujit. And he just defends the ball straight to point, no run. There is some good bowling by Arshdeep Brar. Dot ball. 4th ball coming up to Sujit. And he advances down the ground. Gone for 4. That's a good shot. Good solid shot by Sujit.
It's a good shot from Sujit, dancing down the track, easing some of the pressure that was building up.
That was a good shot. And it's the 5th ball from Arshdeep Brar. And Sujit tries to cut it, misses it completely. It's a good ball by Arshdeep. Dot ball for the 5th ball of the over. See what he does on the last ball. Sujit is ready to play the last ball of the over. And that's a good ball. Sujit defends it straight to the bowler. Only 5 runs off it. It's 58 for 2 after 9.
we start? I think we should start. Can I start? Arnav Iyer coming in for his first over from the Macy Ranch end to Corey Anderson.
Good first ball as Corey Anderson defends it straight to the bowler. Good ball by Arnav Iyer. And Corey Anderson is building up dots and pressure on himself, going to talk to his fellow batsman. Second ball of the over coming up by Arnav Iyer to Corey Anderson. As Corey and it's a misfield by a deep fine leg. Corey Anderson tried to slash it hard but gets the inside edge. They take one run because the fine leg fielder misfielded it. Now Sujit is on strike. He's looking in a good touch. Let's see what he does. The fielders Arnav outside are sweeper, long on. Actually, long on is moving to deep mid wicket now. Sweeper, deep mid wicket, and a deep square. And the long on is coming out as well, and a deep long off. Third ball of the over coming up. Sujit on strike. And he drives it well to long on. Only one run there by Sujit. Now Corey Anderson is on strike. Let's see how he goes. It's a left and right in combination. What do you think about left and right in combination right now?
Yes, it's always nice to have a left-hander and a right-hander batting together. It just makes putting the fielding positions in the right place just that little tricky. But the East Bay Blazers are experienced. They have 3 fielders out on the ring. On the leg side.
Fourth ball of the over. Corey Anderson tries to cuts it again, gets the inside edge, straight to the keeper. Oh, one bounce to the keeper. Now what is he thinking? How he goes? And you're talking about the left and right in combination. I think it's a little tricky for the bowler. It keeps the bowler and the captain thinking, what should he do next?
Absolutely. The bowler has to adjust to the 2 different types of batting. And now we shall see the 5th ball to Corey Anderson.
Fifth ball of the over, 1 run from Corey Anderson. He hits it straight to mid-off, not mid-off, my bad. To mid-wicket for a single, and Sujit is on strike. Only 3 runs of the over so far. Let's see how they go for the last ball of the over. Arnav Iyer to Sujit. The last ball of the 10th over. And Sujit goes for it. Is it? Yes, it's good fielding by the deep square leg fielder. Only 1 run off that. And only 4 runs from the over. It's 62 for 2 after 10. Arshdeep Brar to bowl his second over from the Pearland end to Sujit. First ball, he goes for it. It's gone high in the air. It's going to clear the boundary for 6.
A really good shot there by Sujit. Soaring over, deep, long on for a 6.
That was a clean shot by Sujit. A big 6. That was probably the shot of the morning.
And that should ease the pressure that they keep building. These East Bay Blazer bowlers are bowling really good line and length on the stumps and restricting the batsmen to singles. And this 6 should ease some of that tension.
Sujit is on 25 of 18 with 3 4s and 1 6, and Corey Anderson is on 14 of 20 balls with just 1 4. The second ball of the over comes up to Sujit, and he tries to cut Sid but misses the ball. Some good bowling by Arshdeep Brar. Good thinking by him.
Yes, he pulls his length back a bit and bowls it outside of off stump to not allow Sujit to free his arms.
Third ball of the over. Sujit tries to cut Sid again, but he misses the ball. 2 dot balls in a row after the 6. Pressure is building again.
That's a good response from Brar here. Taken for 6 off the first ball and changes his line and length.
Fourth ball of the over, and Sujit sweeps it to deep square leg for 1 run. Corey Anderson is on strike now. Let's see what he does.
Perhaps that might... Which ball is this? Fifth ball of the over to Corey Anderson from Brar.
And Corey Anderson tries to hit it, but takes the inside edge. 2 fine leg. They take 2 there.
Short fine leg was pretty square, so they were able to run 2. And now we have the last ball to Corey Anderson.
Last ball of the over coming up from Brar. And Corey Anderson goes for the reverse sweep and hits it beautifully to third man. But some good fielding by the point fielder, by the backward point fielder, and they take a 2 there.
An overall good over for Dallas Mustangs. Started with that 6, and then a single and 2 doubles down the ground. So it's a good over for Dallas Mustangs.
Yeah. Second over from Arnav Iyer to Sujit. First ball coming up from the Macy Ranch end. Good ball Probably will be leg buys.
There's an appeal from the keeper, but that was going down leg.
So leg buys in the end. And Corey Anderson is on strike to face the second ball of the over by Arnav Iyer. Let's see how he goes. Well, I think Corey Anderson is trying a little too hard because he's not getting those runs. That's why he's missing the balls as Arnav Iyer comes in for the second ball of the over. And Corey Anderson misses. Nice lower ball by Arnav Iyer.
Yes, a swing and a miss, and it seemed like the ball went under the bat. Didn't bounce as much as Corey Anderson expected. Not sure if he read the slower one there, but definitely went under the bat. This is good bowling from Arnav.
This is some good thinking by Arnav Iyer, bowling the slower ball. Corey Anderson didn't expect the ball to come that slow. As he's getting ready to bowl the third ball of the over. And Corey Anderson advances down the track, hits it to deep square leg for 1 run.
Again, good bowling from Arnav and the East Bay Blazers. The partnership is about 46 of 46 deliveries. So a run-a-ball partnership, while it is stabilizing the innings for them, it is coming at exactly the same number of balls. So good bowling.
Fourth ball of the over coming up to Sujit. And that's a good ball, but a good shot. Flicked it away for 4. What a shot at the end by Sujit. Releasing some of that pressure, building up on this team, Dallas Mustangs.
Arnav Iyer just straying on the legs and easily clipped away by the set Sujit Gowda for 4 runs.
Arnav bowled that a little too straight. That's what Sujit wants. Gone for 4.
And it goes back to that left-hand, right-hand combination here because Arnav has to switch from either sides of the wicket as he comes into bowl. And sometimes you can just stray down the leg either way.
Yeah, if he bowled that ball to Corey Anderson, he's a left-hand. That was a good ball.
Agreed, yes.
Fifth ball of the over coming up. And advances down the track, hits it to deep mid-wicket for 1 run. As Corey Anderson gets back on strike to face the last ball of the over. Corey Anderson back on strike for the last ball of the over. Let's see how he goes. That's a good ball. Good slower ball. And Corey Anderson didn't pick it again. That's a good over.
12 overs up. Score is 80-2 for the Dallas Mustangs.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Mark Dayal coming back into the attack from the here and end.
First ball as Sujit leaves. It's a white ball by Mark Dayal. Not a start that he wanted after a break. So has to repeat the first ball. Sujit on strike. Good ball. Sujit pulls the ball. Too deep mid wicket for 1 run. Some good bowling.
Sujit pulling away from the stumps there and Mark Dayal following him, restricting that to a single.
Corey Anderson is back on strike. Let's see what Mark Dayal is thinking for Corey Anderson. Second wild over coming up.
Another appeal there.
Big appeal, and that's gone.
And
Corey
he's given it.
And Corey Anderson departs for a slow 19 of 26. LBW out by Mark Dayal. That's a big wicket for East Bay Blazers.
Brilliant breakthrough here. The partnership was building. Both batsmen were set, and the dangerous Corey Anderson goes.
As Corey Anderson, did he get any back to Sujit? First ball he goes for it, it's gone high in the air, it's gonna clear the boundary for 6. Second wild over coming up.
Another appeal there.
Big appeal, and that's gone. I mean, the pressure was building on Corey Anderson. He tried to, release it with a 4 or 6. I think that's why he got out.
Yes, it was good line and length from Mark Dayal. Not just this over, but the previous over as well. If you remember, he went for 6 off the first ball, and then he maintained his line and length.
Again, going with the left hand, right hand combination. As Hussain is a left-handed batter from Dallas Mustangs. It's his first ball of the game, and let's see what Mark does. Third ball of the over coming up. And that's well fielded by the bowler.
Hussain advancing down the track. A positive start for him. Takes a single off deep, long off.
It's the 5th ball of the over coming up. That
It's
is
in the air. That's a wonderful catch there at the boundary for long on. They're checking and it is out.
That was a good catch in the end. As the dangerous Sujit departs for 32 of 25.
A wonderful breakthrough again. Both set batsmen gone. As Sujit walks back.
Sahib Malhotra is the batsman coming in. This is the batsman I'm looking forward to see what he does. Sahib Malhotra to face the last ball of the over. And just misses the outside edge. That's a good ball by Mark Dale. And it is 83 for 4 after 13.
What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Angelo Pereira to bowl the 14th over. It's a good shot. Pushing for 2. They don't get it. Just 1 run there. Some good fielding. It's a good ball. And we have a change in the commentary box. Nikhil is joining us now.
Thank you, Tarun. Hi, Richard. Good to have you here in the commentary box. And yeah, it was nice to see the game the way it's going now. Dallas Mustangs, they won the toss, elected to bat. They are 85 for 4 after 13.3, and couple of new batters, so it's an interesting scenario now with the last few overs coming up. Angelo Pereira, he's continuing from the Macy Ranch end, left arm over to the left-handed batter. He's flicked it away towards deep mid-wicket for a single. Rotation of strike, Richard, is the key, especially with the left-hand right-hand combination. Your thoughts on that?
Absolutely, Nikhil. In fact, they've been doing that well. Both Corey Anderson and Sujit Gowda did that really well. They ran hard between the wickets. Mind you, it wasn't easy to get the boundaries. The East Bay Blazers are bowling well.
Alright, in comes Angelo. That's well bowled. That was the arm ball. It's flicked away towards deep square leg for a single. And again, it's going to be the left-handed batter on strike. So, final ball of the 14th coming up. It's 87 for 4. And it's going to be Angelo, who is into his second over. He's given away only 11 runs so far. So, it's been a good spell so far from him. As we see he's coming into the left-handed batter. This time he steps down and he's played it towards long on. It's going towards the long on boundary, but a good stop over there by the fielder in the deep and keeping it to just a single. That's very nicely done, and that's the end of the 14th. It's 88 for 4, and we'll be back in a few seconds. Thank you.
Took that last corner pretty quick.
Sir, I need one hand on the roof, one hand on the pump.
Timeout for Sunoco Go rewards.
Keep pumping.
With new Sunoco Go rewards, when you fuel, you save, because rewards come first.
Alright, so now it is going to be interesting, these last 6 overs. It is 88 for 4 after 14. Richard, your take on the last 6 overs. What sort of a score you think Dallas must be targeting from here on?
Well, keeping the bowling in mind, they have been bowling line and length and on the stumps. So they have to run hard.
Yeah, I mean, the projected score, obviously based on the app, it says 126, but obviously Dallas would want something at least 140 plus, especially with 6 wickets in hand over here and 6 overs to go.
Absolutely. They can go all guns blazing here for the 6 overs because they have those wickets in.
Alright, so now we have the 15th over coming up. It's the left-handed batter Hussain Talat who's on strike. He's batting on 4 of just 5 balls, and Mark... he had a very good spell over here for East Bay Blazers. Mark Dayal, he bowled 4 overs, picked up a couple of wickets and gave away just 23 runs. The first ball of the 15th coming up. Nawaz coming in from the PL end, and this is steered away towards third man for a single. So that's going to get the right-handed batter Sahib Malhotra on strike. Looking at the field over here for the right-handed batter with 5 fielders outside the circle, we have a sweeper cover, long on, long off. There is a deep wicket, and we have a deep square leg. So those are the 5 fielders outside the circle, and it's interesting. In fact, third man is now going back, which means they're getting long off inside the circle. The long on is coming a little bit straighter. So probably the length is going to be back of length. We'll see what happens. Nawaz coming in here to the right-handed batter from the PL end. This is full, well bowled, flicked away towards deep mid wicket, and they're going for 2, but no, that's a good stop by the fielder. He ran all the way from long on and prevented that extra single. Fielding is an important aspect, Richard, and that's what we saw over here with this ball.
Absolutely, that was well played into the gap, but the long on fielder really was quick to get onto it, and he returned it really quickly as well. Overall, the fielding has been brilliant.
Yeah, I mean... Alright, we'll discuss more on that as the next ball is coming up. Nawaz coming into the left-handed batter. Hussain. This is short, and again it's steered away towards backward point. The point fielder again collecting the ball really well, and he threw it back to the keeper, but good running by both the batters over there. So a quick single which was nicely done in the end. Yeah, Richard, I mean, the important aspect, T20 cricket, fielding is something that cannot be neglected. It saves you a lot of runs, gets you those quick run-outs and stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, the last ball, had the keeper been to the stumps a little earlier, that could have been a close run-out call.
Yep, I agree. And I mean, Hussain Talat now batting on 5 of 6 balls, and I beg your pardon, 6 of 7 balls, as the right-handed batter Sahib is on strike now. This is again back of length. It's played towards backward point, and that's exactly what we saw again. The fielder basically wanting the ball to come to him. He's ready to take the ball and throw it back to the keeper. That's exactly what's expected from the fielders inside the 30 yards. What do you think, Richard?
Yes, that's brilliant cricket. Keeping it aggressive in the field, not giving off easy singles, adding the pressure.
Alright, so Nawaz now continuing here from the PL end, and he's into his 3rd over here. He's coming in to bowl to Sahib. This is again back of length short. This time it's played cut away towards the sweeper cover fielder. Just a single. And East Bay Blazers would not mind these singles at this stage, Richard.
Absolutely. Singles will not hurt them at all. And they are bowling well as well.
Yeah, it's so important, you know. It always makes a captain look good when the bowlers are bowling to the field. And that's exactly what we are seeing over here. He's got a field set up and he's bowling to a plan, which is very important in T20 cricket. I'll get your thoughts on that final ball of this over coming up here. Nawaz, this is again flicked away towards deep mid-wicket, in fact deep square leg, and it's just a single. So that's the end of the 15th. It is 93 for 4. We'll be back in a few seconds. Thank you. Alright, so now we have the 16th over coming up. It's 93 for 4, the last 5 overs for Dallas. For Dallas, obviously Sujit and Corey, they had a good partnership in the middle. Up front, Farhan, he played a good cameo. He scored 25 of 19. First ball of the 16th coming up, it's Arnav, who's coming right arm round from the Macy Ranch end to the left-handed batter. This is full and this is played away towards extra cover for just a single. Probably missed out on that full toss. Maybe he was not expecting it, Richard.
Yes, he definitely hit it straight to the fielder. Could have tried the gaps a little more, and get those extra singles here and there, but we'll see what the pressure does.
Yeah, and I mean, Arnab again, you know, he's bowling these death overs. It's going to be critical because he's just given away 10 runs in his first 2 overs, and the captain Angelo Pereira trusting this bowler to bowl the death overs, and let's see how it goes for him as we are getting ready to see the second ball of the 16th here. In comes Arnab. This is again full, but this time it's beautifully picked up. It's gone over long on, and that's all the way for a 6. That's a glorious shot here by Sahib Malhotra. That's good to see, Richard. What a shot.
That's wonderful. Bad balls are hard to come by, and this was a low full toss, and he just deposited it over the rope. That's a good shot.
Yeah, never easy with these low full tosses, but the way Sahib timed that one, he got his first 6 over here. He played it away from the fielder at long on. The long on fielder is a bit straightish, and he picked the gap beautifully.
And what the good thing about that was he wasn't trying to hit it too hard. It was all timing.
Right. Alright, so Arnav under a little bit of pressure over here. He's gone for a 6. Let's see how he comes back. Next ball of the over, he's bowling to Sahib. This is again well bowled in the block hole. This time he's played it straight back past the bowler for a single. Good to see Arnav keeping it simple and getting those balls in the block hole, Richard.
Perhaps this was what he was trying in the last ball as well. And this was a really good ball, well executed.
Yeah, and that's where exactly why we see he's come in now to bowl in these death overs, because with his arm, the way he's bowling, he's got that arm coming high up from over the top, and he's getting those balls right in the block hole, which is exactly what we are seeing. Now we'll see what the plan is for the left-handed batter. He faced the first ball, which was a full toss, as Hussain gets ready to face Arnab here. He's coming right arm round. This time it's outside the off stump, and it's beautifully played towards the sweeper cover boundary. That's a glorious shot of the back foot by Hussain. He waited for the ball. He picked the gap away from the point fielder, and it was nowhere the extra cover fielder was going to get to it. That's another boundary and a glorious shot.
This is great batting from both batsmen here. Takes a single and then another boundary. Wonderful.
Yeah, and that's the challenge with the left-hand, right-hand combination, because you want to bowl to a certain batsman, try to bowl in those specific areas, but with rotation of strike, it's never easy, which is exactly what we are seeing over here, as Arnav comes in to bowl the next ball now, and it's going to be Hussain on strike. This time it's short, and Hussain tried to pull it. In the end, he played it towards short fine, just a single. Probably he missed out over there.
Hussain just losing his shape a little bit. It was good bowling from Arnav. He pulled his length back a bit. Perhaps even surprised him.
Yeah, it's Arnav, he's given away 23 runs in 2.5, so it's so far been a decent spell from him, and he would like to finish this over well. Final ball of his third over coming up, final ball of the 16th coming up for Dallas. 106 for 4, as Arnav is getting ready to bowl to Sahib Malhotra. Final ball of the 16th. This is full on the leg stump, and this is beautifully picked up towards deep square leg, and a good effort there by the fielder at deep square, but in the end that's gone for a boundary. One bounce into the fence, and it's been a good over here for Dallas, exactly what they would have wanted. 16 done, 110 for 4. We'll be back in a few seconds.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस, इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट पे क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Alright, so the 17th over coming up now, and 110 for 4. Hussain Talat batting on 13 of just 11. At the other end, Sahib Malhotra is batting on 15 of just 10 balls with 1-4 and 1-6. And it's going to be Jaron Alfred who's coming in now from the Pearland end. He's given away 13 runs in his 2 overs, picked up a wicket. It's going to be interesting how it goes over here. For the left-handed batter, we see there is deep square leg out, there is deep mid-wicket, long on, long off, and extra cover. So those are the 5 fielders outside the circle. In comes Jared. He's coming right arm round. This time it's well bowled outside the off stump. That ball dipped a bit. That's a good start here for the bowler, Richard.
That's right. That's a good ball. He's got the field placement for that ball. He's able to beat the batsman.
Yeah, he's got extra cover outside. He's got a fielder that covers. There's point, backward point. So he's sticking to it. He's bowling right arm around. And probably he's going to keep it outside the off stump. And he started well over here, the first ball. Hussain getting ready to face the second ball. In comes Alfred. This time again outside the off stump. This is beautifully picked up by Hussain. And that's gone straight back past the bowler. It's gone over the side screen. And that's a glorious 6 over here. What a shot that one, Richard.
Wonderful. He bowls it just a little slightly over pitched. Swings the arms. And the ball is out of here.
Well, that was magnificent. I mean, the way he picked that ball up, he picked up the length, and it was in his zone, and he played it straight back past the bowler. No chance for the fielders at long on or long off, and that was beautifully timed. Just the skill set was on display over here from the left-handed batter Hussain, and he gets his first 6 over here. He moves on to 19 now of 13 balls. He's going at a strike rate of 146, and at the other end, Sahib is going at a strike rate of 150. Alfred coming in now for the third ball. Right arm around to Hussain. This is well bowled, but this is nicely steered away. He played the late cut over here of the back foot. There is no fielder outside the circle at third man, and he bisected the gap between the keeper and short third, and that's a glorious 4 again, Richard. What a shot.
Yeah, the runs are bleeding here for the Bay Blazers, and Dallas Mustangs are getting those runs and getting that run rate up again.
Yeah, it's really good to see the last couple of overs. They have really picked up pace, and that's exactly what Dallas would have wanted. We were discussing earlier, they would be targeting 140 plus, and they are well on track to go there now with 3.3 overs to go. The projected score has also gone up now to 146. Next ball coming up, Alfred coming in right arm round. This is full, and this time he's played straight back past the bowler, away from the fielder at long off. Yet another 4. That's a glorious drive. And again, this is exceptional batting and good skill set on display by the left-handed batter, Richard.
That's brilliant from Hussain Talat. He attacks the gaps. He's got a 6, a 4, and now another 4. The intent is pretty clear here.
Well, that's exactly what the captain would want from their players over here, and that's exactly what we are seeing. He's moved on to 27 of just 15 balls with 3 4s and 1 6. Exceptional hitting in the death overs from Hussain Talat. He is really taking the attack to the opposition here. And he's playing in the V, he's playing the good shots, the proper cricketing shots, as there's a change in angle now from Alfred. He's coming right arm over. This time angling it away from the left-handed batter, and he's played it towards backward point, and it's gone towards sweeper cover for just a single. So a change in angle here, and now we have the right-handed batter on strike, Richard.
Yes, that was a good change. He tried 3 balls in the same way and it wasn't working. He tried something different, got a better result, and now we'll have to see how he bowls to the right-hander.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic over here for Dallas. Final ball of the 17th coming up, 125 for 4, and Alfred would want to finish strong over here on the final ball. We'll have to see what happens. He's given away 15 runs so far in this over. Final ball coming up over here. It's going to be Sahib Malhotra on strike. In comes Alfred. This time Sahib has picked it up, and this is going towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. In fact, it could have been a catch, but the long-on fielder could not hold on to it. In the end, they got a couple of runs. Richard, that is a missed chance, I would say.
The ball was there to hit Nickel, and he went for it, but he didn't connect. It went straight in the air. It went high in the air, in fact. Long on running towards it, but drops it. Just could not hold on to it.
Well, that's the end of the 17th, and it's 127 for 4 for Dallas. We'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, so Nawaz to continue now from the Messi Ranch end, and it's going to be Hussain on strike. We'll see what happens. 127 for 4. First ball of the 18th coming up. Nawaz coming right arm over to the left-handed batter in his final over here. This is shot outside the off stump, and well, that looked a little tough maybe. Probably was in the wide line, or maybe it was a good call by the umpire in the end, Richard.
Well, the line belongs to the umpire, but that did look pretty close. Nawaz Khan sticking to his line and length according to the field, not letting Hussain swing his arms.
Yeah, Nawaz, 3 overs, just 19 runs. He's been really good, and he would like to finish the final over well for his team over here. And we'll see what happens. First ball of this over coming up. This is again well bowled, back of length, and it's tapped away towards backward point for a single by Hussain. So Sahib Malhotra will now be on strike. He's batting on 17 of just 11 balls, Sahib, going at a strike rate of 150 plus. And we'll see what happens here, Richard, now.
This is a good contest. The bowler is bowling well, and the batsmen are set and looking to take him apart. We'll see who comes on top.
Yep, that's right. So the final 3 overs, in fact 2.5 overs to go now. 129 for 4, Dallas. Nawaz is getting ready to bowl to the right-handed batter. Long on, long off, deep mid-wicket. In fact, it's cow corner, and there is a deep mid-wicket and a sweeper cover out. Nawaz coming in now to Sahib. This is again back off length, well bowled, and they might go for the second run over here. This is good running. They just played it with soft hands, could not time it, which means the vacant mid-wicket area was there for the easy pickings for the second. And good understanding between the two batters. That was good running there, Richard.
Yes, Nikhil. And speaking of understanding, there may have been a little confusion between mid-wicket and long on as to who was going for it, and that allowed them to take 2 runs.
Running between the wickets is such a critical element in T20 cricket. I'll get your thoughts on that after this ball, Richard. I mean, the importance of running between the wickets. So we'll see what happens here. Nawaz coming in now to the right-handed batter, Sahib. He's bowling from the Messi Ranch end. This is again back off length, well bowled, and it's played towards backward point. Again, just a single. Yeah, Richard, the importance of T20 cricket, just based on your experience, what do you make of that?
Running between...
Sorry, I beg your pardon. I meant the importance of running between the wickets in T20 cricket. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, Nikhil. Running between the wickets is crucial, and it also comes down to fitness. I was here in the morning and watching both the teams practice, and they were going really hard at it. And all of their fielding drills, their running and the warm-ups, it's really good to see. And you can see that when they're running, they're just lightning quick. The fielders are really quick. So it all comes down to fitness and intent.
Yes, that's right. And we'll see what happens here. Nawaz coming in now. He's going to bowl right arm over to the left-handed batter, Hussain. Hussain is batting beautifully. He's raced on to 29 now of just 17. In comes Nawaz to Hussain. This is again well bowled. This is cut away towards point. A good stop over there by the fielder at point. It's an important dot ball. Dot balls are like gold at this stage, Richard.
Absolutely, and that was a good stop. That was a definite boundary. Had he missed that, saved 4 runs there.
Last 2 balls of Nawaz Khan's spell coming up over here. He's given away 23 of 3.4, and he's done a great job so far for his team. He's leading from the front as one of the frontline bowlers. And we'll see what happens over here. Next ball of the over. Nawaz coming in from the Messi Ranch end. He's bowling to Hussain. This is again short. This time he's played it away towards backward point, but there's a fielder out at third man. So just a single. Good anticipation over there by the fielder at third man, Richard. He prevented that second run.
Yes, he was quick to get around it and threw it really quickly. And Nawaz Khan has 1 more ball to go, I believe.
Final ball of his spell, yes.
It's a really good spell so far.
He's not quite got a wicket, but again, bowling economically is equally important in T20 cricket, and I mean, he can still get a wicket of his final ball. We'll see what happens. It's Sahib Malhotra who is getting ready to face the final ball of the 18th over. It's 133 for 4 as Nawaz gets ready to bowl to Sahib. This time it's back of length, and this is played off the back foot, but a good stop over there by the fielder at covers, which means it's yet another dot ball. A top-class spell by Nawaz Khan. He finishes his 4 and gives away just 24 runs. After 18, Dallas are 133 for 4. We'll be back in a few seconds.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so we have the 19th over coming up over here. It's going to be Hussain on strike, and we'll see what happens. It's going to be Alfred to continue from the Pearland end. He's given away 30 runs in his 3 overs, picked up a wicket. He would like to finish his final over well over here. He's gone at an economy of 10 per over. But let's see how he goes in his final over. The 19th over, and at this stage Dallas 133 for 4. The projected score is 148. Dallas would ideally want somewhere around 160. We'll see what happens. First ball coming up. This time it's played away towards long on for a single. So that's a good start over here by Alfred. The game plan looks clear for the left-handed batter from Alfred. He's angling it away from him. And we'll see now what is the game plan for the right-handed batter. Well, he's got a third man out. In fact, it's almost like a backward point outside the circle. There is a sweeper cover. Long on, long off, and deep mid-wicket. So he's probably going to stick to bowling outside the off stump, but we'll see what happens. Second ball of the over coming up from Alfred. That's outside the off stump. This time it's picked up beautifully. He's played it straight, not quite timed it. Good stop over there by the fielder at long off. Just a single. Nicely done there, Richard.
Definitely there to be hit. He was short. He expected it. He took a step back, but just couldn't time it enough to hit right down the ground.
Yeah, and I mean, again, the field for the left-handed batter, we see there is a backward point, there is extra cover, long on, long off, and there is deep mid-wicket. Alfred coming in now to Hussain, angling it away from him. That's a good ball. In the end, nicely done. It's a dot ball. This is very smart bowling by Alfred, Richard.
This is good bowling. Hussain there looking for a wide. Didn't get the call from the umpire. So it's a good ball.
Yeah, good call by the umpire. It was way inside the wide line, and Hussain probably thought that it was outside, like it was a wide, but not quite. Good bowling by Alfred. Fourth ball of the over coming up. And so far it's been a very good over from Alfred. 135 for 4. Last 9 balls of the inning coming up. Hussain on strike. He's batting on 31. This time it's on the middle stump. And Hussain probably missed out on that one, Richard. I mean, he could have picked it up.
Yes, it did look like a slow one, perhaps. He went for the wild swing, but could not connect.
Well, this has been a good over from Alfred so far. He's just given away 3 runs in the first 4 balls of this over, and it's been good, very good in fact, from Alfred to bowl the 19th. And if you're giving away just 3 runs in your first 4 balls, this is top class stuff. Very good death bowling, good variations. Alfred coming in now to Sahib Malhotra. This is again back off length. This time Sahib goes for it, and it's a catch to long off. This is very nicely done. Smart bowling by Alfred. A good catch by the fielder at long off. And this is really good to see, Richard.
This is really good to see. Yes, indeed, Nikhil. And it was a similar ball to the last one where he could not time it. And this time he just could not clear it. It's a good catch at deep long off.
So Sahib departs now for 21 of 16. And Dallas are 136 for 5. And we'll be back in a few seconds. So Ali Sheikh walking in now for Dallas at number 7, and it's been a top class over here from Alfred. He's given away 33 runs in 3.5. In fact, in this over he's just given away 3 runs so far. He's picked up a wicket. I mean, that's the beauty of T20 cricket, Richard, because you can go for 10 in 1 over, but the next over you can come back and you can get a wicket, and suddenly your spell looks amazing. Your thoughts on that?
Exactly, and the good overs just bring it back to the bowling side. And a couple of good overs from the batting side actually took it towards them. And T20 cricket is exciting to watch, isn't it?
2 left-handers now. Ali Sheikh on strike. First ball, he charges down, and it's a dot ball. A very good finish over here by Alfred, giving away just 3 runs in the 19th over. So after 19, it is 136 for 5 Dallas. We'll be back in a few seconds. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm aware. So I did 2 masters here and 1 PhD, and I did my medical school in here. So the final over coming up, it's Brar now. He's bowling to Hussain. The first ball, it's played away towards extra cover. It's going towards the sweeper cover boundary. It's a glorious shot. That is very good bisection. He picked up the gap beautifully away from point and covers, and he played away from the extra cover fielder. This is very good batting and good skill set by the batter here, Richard.
Excellent from Hussain. He takes a step back and then gets it into the gap. It was a good diving effort from the fielder, but the long off cover could not get to it.
It's Arshdeep Brar, the spinner, who's bowling the final over. So that's sort of interesting from East Bay Blazers. In comes the second ball. This time it's reverse swept, but it's a dot ball. It's gone straight to the point fielder. And yeah, Richard, I'll get your thoughts on the spinner bowling the final over after this ball. As we see Hussain, he's getting ready to face the next ball from Brar, who's coming from the Macy Ranch end. This time Hussain steps down and he's played it towards long on. The long on fielder doing well. It's a good throw. This could be a run out, but in the end that's good running by Hussain. He gets a couple of runs. He stepped down the track, which means he was already a few feet into his first run, and that's probably ensured that he came back for the second relatively easily. But yeah, Richard, your thoughts on the spinner bowling the final over?
Well, it's definitely not traditional, isn't it? But they probably got in the off spinner because the left-hander is in form, is in there for a while now, as we see the next ball.
Brar coming into Hussain now, right arm round. This time it's short, it's picked up beautifully, but it's one bounce towards deep mid wicket. So just a single. So in fact, yeah, it's just a single. So yeah, I agree with you, Richard. 2 left-handed batters, and that's where the off spinner has come in to bowl the final over. Probably they also don't want to give him any pace.
Yes, just to take the ball away from them, just to make it slightly more difficult. Mind you, Hussain has been playing really well.
As Brar comes in to bowl to Ali Sheikh, the new batter. This time it's well bowled. It was angled into him. Ali Sheikh tried to play it on the leg side. In the end, it's just a leg by. This is very good bowling and a very good tactical ploy by the East Bay Blazers captain Angelo Pereira to actually get Brar to bowl the final over with 2 left-handed batters in there. So far, it's worked beautifully. Final ball coming up, 144 for 5 Dallas. Hussain on strike. This time it's short, and this time it's picked up by Hussain. It can be a catch to long on. In fact, it's dropped and it's gone for a 4. How costly would that be? But that's the final ball, and that's gone for 4. So your take on that one, Richard?
How costly would that be? We speak about momentum. We speak about going into the shed with a good mindset, and they did get some runs towards the back end of this innings, and that will definitely help.
Well, so that's the end of the first inning. After 20 overs, Dallas Mustangs, they finish at 148 for 5. A very good knock by Hussain Talat. He finishes 43 not out of 27 balls with 5 boundaries and 1 6. Good support from Sahib Malhotra in the end. He scored a cameo. He made 21 of 16 with a boundary and a 6. And there were some good knocks by Farhan Sahibzada at the top. He scored 25 of 19. Sujit Gowda 32 of 26. Corey Anderson made 19, the captain. And from the bowling perspective, it's been a good overall bowling effort by the East Bay Blazers team. Angelo, the captain, he gave away 12 runs in his 2 overs. Nawaz Khan, a good spell, 4 overs for Mark Dayal, 4 overs, 2 for 23. Alfred finished well. He picked up a couple of wickets in his 4 overs. And in the end, a good final over by Brar over here. Of course, the last ball went for 4, but overall, 148 for 5 Dallas. And Richard, your thoughts? That's something that East Bay Blazers would be happy to chase, I believe.
They'll definitely be happy, especially after looking at the score yesterday. So this is a high-scoring ground. It's a good pitch to bat on. And we'll have to see how the Dallas Mustangs come out to bowl. But the batsmen will be pretty happy with this as a target on the scoreboard.
All right, so that's the end of the first session. We'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you.
The toss and chose to bat first. We're off with the first ball of the game. Nice shot by the batsman. 5th ball of the game, and it's gone all the way for 6.
Can't come in for the third ball. A positive back foot punch and a boundary straight through covers. He is looking in
Last
good.
ball of the over coming up. It was smacked through the covers. It's gone all the way for 4. Back foot punch by Farhan. And I don't think Mark will mind as he's going the 4th ball. Shot! It's gone all the way for 6 over long off. That was a huge 6. What do you think?
That's good stuff.
Sweep comes out. 2's deep square leg. Are they calling for 2? Yes, they are. This is good running by both the batsmen. Or is it? And it's gone! And what a shot! It's gone straight up. And what a catch by the fielder! Good shot by Sujit. And it's gone all the way for 4. What a shot by Sujit in the gap, and it's gone all the way for 4. Football coming up. As Corey Anderson. Did he get any back? 4th ball coming up to Sujit. And he advances down the ground. Gone for 4. That's a good shot. Good solid shot by Sujit to Sujit. First ball he goes for is gone high in the air. It's going to clear the boundary for 6. Coming up to Sujit. And that's a good ball, but a good shot. Flicked it away for 4. Second ball over coming up.
Another appeal. That's a wonderful catch there at the boundary for long on. They're checking and it is out.
Here. In comes Arnab. This is again full, but this time it's beautifully picked up. It's gone over long on, and that's all. Arnab here. He's coming right arm round. This time it's outside the off stump, and it's beautifully played towards the sweeper cover boundary. That's a glorious shot of the back foot by Hussain. He waited for the ball. He picked the gap. This is full on the leg stump, and this is beautifully picked up towards deep square leg, and a good effort there by the fielder at deep square. In comes Alfred. This time again outside the off stump. This is beautifully picked up by Hussain, and that's gone straight back past the bowler. It's gone over the side screen, and that's a glorious 6 over here. What a shot! Right arm around to Hussain. This is well bowled, but this is nicely steered away. He played the late cut over here of the back foot. There is no fielder outside the circle at third man. Next ball coming up, Alfred coming in right arm round. This is full, and this time he's played straight back past the bowler, away from the fielder at long off. Yet another 4. That's a glorious drive. And again, coming up over here, it's going to be Sahib Malhotra on strike. In comes Alfred. This time Sahib has picked it up, and this is going towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. In fact, it could have been a catch, but the long on fielder. This is again back off length. This time Sahib goes for it, and it's a catch to long off. This is very nicely done. Smart bowling. So the final over coming up, it's Brar now. He's bowling to Hussain. The first ball, it's played away towards extra cover. It's going towards the sweeper cover boundary. It's a glorious shot. 44 for 5 Dallas. Hussain on strike. This time it's short, and this time it's picked up by Hussain. It can be a catch to long on. In fact, it's dropped and it's gone for a 4. How costly would...
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Oh, yeah. Everyone says he's so good-looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
You're watching the Toyota Minor League Cricket Championship, presented by Sunoco.
Alright, so it's the start of the second inning now. It's going to be 149, that the East Bay Blazers team they are chasing. The two openers for them, Saideep Ganesh and David White. They are the ones who are going to start the inning for East Bay Blazers. And it's going to be interesting how it goes. Saideep has played 3 matches, and David White, in fact, he had a fantastic season last year. He scored more than 400 runs in his first season, so he had a very good season, and he averaged close to 30 with a strike rate of more than 115. So let's see how it goes over here. First ball of the second session coming up. This is well bowled, appeal for leg before, wrapped on the pads, but not out, says the umpire. Probably it is going down with the angle for the left arm over bowler, and it's a good start over here by Dallas. Nasir Jamali, I mean, he's a very good bowler. He swings the ball into the right-handed batter, and Saideep Ganesh was wrapped on the pads over there. It's Nasir Jamali who's coming in from the Pearland end. We can see an open stance over there from Saideep Ganesh. He's probably trying to negate the left arm over angle with the ball coming into him. Second ball coming up. This time again, well bowled on the off stump. It's played towards backward point. This is a good start over here, Richard, by Nasir Jamali.
Yes, Nikhil, this is a good start. Nasir Jamali looking good with his rhythm. He's coming to bowl from the first ball. He feels like he can get him out, so that's really good.
Yeah, and in T20 cricket, it's very important. There are no looseners or there are no loose balls to start. You have to be ready right on the money from ball one. Exactly what we are seeing over here from Jamali.
Especially when the target isn't that high.
That's right. 149 to chase. Third ball of the over coming up. Jamali coming left arm over to Ganesh. This is again angled in, and this time it's flicked away beautifully. It's going towards the deep mid-wicket boundary. That's a glorious shot. He was waiting for the ball to come into him. He was playing with a wider stance, an open stance, and this was flicked away in the gap. This is nicely done. This will definitely give him some confidence. His first boundary over here, Richard.
100%. This was well picked up and just eased into the gap. Very attractive.
So first boundary here for the East Bay Blazers team, and 4 of 4 balls now. As Jamali gets ready to bowl the fifth ball. The two fielders outside the circle. He has a deep square leg and he has a third man outside the circle. It's the power play that's going on. In comes Jamali to Ganesh. Missed his run up, so it's going to be a dead ball. Yeah, and the fielders inside the circle, if you look at it, I mean, there is a backward point, a regular point. They have covers. In fact, two fielders in covers. They do have mid-off, but it's not the usual mid-off. It's slightly wider, and then there is a fielder in the covers region. There is mid-on, mid-wicket, and there is a short fine leg in place. No slip in place, and we'll see how it goes. Jamali coming in now. Fifth ball of the over to Ganesh. This is again well bowled on the off stump coming in, defended towards covers. It's a dot ball. It's very important for a fast bowler, Richard, to start in a good rhythm, because that's what gets him going, especially with just 4 overs to bowl in a T20 game.
Yes, Nikhil, and you can see that he's getting the shape into the right-handed batsman, and perhaps may have just strayed in a little on the legs for that boundary, but he's made that correction and is definitely in good rhythm.
Final ball of the first coming up over here. Dallas have a very good bowling attack. In comes Jamali to Ganesh. This is again well bowled. This is flicked away towards mid-wicket. A dot ball to finish the over. In fact, it's a no ball. So probably Jamali overstepping over there, and which means it's going to be a free hit. Exactly what Ganesh and East Bay Blazers would have wanted at this stage, Richard, in the first over.
The first taste of a free hit in this game, and what a time to get it. You're new at the crease. You've just hit a boundary, and now you just get a free hit. This is good stuff.
Yeah, and the field cannot change. So it's going to be interesting what sort of a ball Jamali is thinking to bowl now. Final ball of the first over, 5 on the board. It's a free hit on this ball. We'll have to see how it goes here. Jamali coming in to Ganesh, who's batting on 4 of 5 balls. He walks down and he tries to play it straight. In fact, it's a dot ball. It was a good ball in the end. Jamali adjusted his length. He saw him coming down. He saw the batter coming down. And in fact, I beg your pardon, there's one more ball to go. I thought it was the last ball, but final ball now coming up. 5 on the board, Richard, and Jamali would want to finish strong over here.
Yes, that's a good ball for a free hit, and it wasn't easy to put away. Well done.
Alright, so Jamali coming in from the Pierland end. Ganesh on strike. He's batting on 4 of 6 balls. This time it's wide outside the off stump, and probably it is a dot ball to finish the over. Maybe it was right on the wide line. That's what the umpire is indicating to Ganesh. So 1 over gone. It's 5 for no loss, and we'll be back in a few seconds.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Alright, so, after the end of the first over, in fact, what was interesting is Jamali was trying to understand where he was landing his foot when he was bowling, especially with that stepping that happened in the previous over. So he was just wanting to understand how wide outside he was when he was bowling that ball, which was called a no ball. And it's going to be interesting over here. It's going to be a left arm spinner from the Macy Ranch end to start. It's actually a very smart move. It's going to be Nostush Kenjige. He is a very good bowler. He's picked up a few wickets in the last season as well. In fact, he had a very good season overall, and he's a very good spinner. We'll have to see how it goes over here. He's coming in for his first ball. He's well bowled, angled into the right-handed batter. A dot ball to start. The 2 fielders outside the circle. He has a deep mid-wicket and he has a long on in place. He runs through his overs, so that is something that is a good tactical ploy as well, especially in T20 cricket, as David White gets ready to face his second ball. This time David giving himself some room, and this is played away towards backward point. 2 dot balls. David will play all the proper cricketing shots and he will get his runs just playing technically correct shots usually, but we'll see how it goes over here. 2 dot balls to start for Nostush. He's coming in for his third ball. David steps down again. He's played it towards mid-off. A misfield over there by the fielder, but no extra run added, so he is off the mark over here, David. This is a good start by Nostush, Richard.
Yes, he's angling into the right-hander and trying to take it away. Both right-handers here, so that should make it a little easier for him.
That's right, and he's bowling wider from the crease when he's coming left arm around. So that's where the angle is coming into play as Ganesh gets ready to face his first ball from Nostush. This is again well bowled. Good length. He's bowling a very good length over here, which is probably not giving any looseners or any loose balls to the batters. 4 balls, just a single so far. It's been a good start in the power play for the spinner. Again, this is well bowled. This is played towards covers. A good stop over there by the captain, Corey Anderson, leading from the front in the field over here. Final ball of the second over coming up. Just 1 run of it so far. We'll see how it goes as Nostush gets ready to bowl to Ganesh. Again, this is well bowled. That's a wicket. That was the arm ball. It came in with the arm quicker, and the batter tried to cut the ball. In the end, that's the first wicket, and that's exactly the sort of start Dallas would have wanted. They get the first one, and they've got the first blow over here, Richard. 6 for 1 East Bay Blazers. Your thoughts on that ball?
Oh, he was setting him up for it. Saideep was playing on the front foot and then just goes back for one that nicks right under his bat and goes straight on the leg stump.
Yeah, that was beautifully bowled, and the first wicket goes down. That's the end of the second over. 6 for 1 East Bay Blazers. We'll be back in a few seconds.
वक्त आ गया है लक्ष्मी बासमती राइस को घर लाने का। लक्ष्मी एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस। इसका हर दाना हो इतना लंबा, पकते हुए महके और प्लेट में क्या खूब खिले।
हाँ, मेरे घर लाने का।
Tarun, you want to do commentary or are you okay? Alright, so we have a change in the commentary box now. It's Tarun who's joining me here. Welcome back, Tarun, to the commentary box.
Hello.
How are you looking at the game?
It's a good game. I think the batting team has a little bit more advantage right now. So the low score, but that wicket just...
Yeah, Dallas has a very good bowling lineup, so it's not going to be easy for sure. I mean, it's a slightly below par score, you can say, but it's been a good start over here by Dallas. They picked up the big wicket of Ganesh up front, and they've just given away 6 runs in the first 2 overs. And it's not going to be easy. And again, Corey Anderson, with all his experience, I'm sure he will set good fields, and the bowlers would bowl to the plans that they have devised. So it's going to be a very interesting run chase over here as Jamali is getting ready to bowl the first ball of the 3rd over here. It's going to be David White on strike. The new batter at number 3 for East Bay Blazers, who's at the non-strikers end, is Mark Dayal. Jamali coming in left arm over from the Pearland end, and he's bowling to David. This is again well bowled on the off stump, played towards backward point. It's a dot ball. So Jamali is bowling in a good rhythm over here, Tarun. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, he's bowling really well. I mean, you can see from the field setting where he wants to bowl. He wants the back of the length ball, gets as many dot balls as possible so that the pressure is building and the batsman plays a rash shot for a wicket.
That's right. I mean, the 2 fielders outside the circle. There's a 3rd man out, and there is a fielder on the leg side on the boundary, deep square leg. So we'll see what happens. He's coming in left arm over to David White. This one was on the leg stump. Sort of David will feel he missed out on that, because had he got some bat on that, that probably would have been a boundary towards deep square leg, because it was going away with the angle. That's exactly what he's practicing as a shadow practice shot over there, Tarun.
Yeah, he missed out on that shot. Even if he got a little bit of bat on it, that was gone for 4 because of the pace of the bowler.
Right, the pace, it was definitely going to travel. All he had to do is get a little bit of bat. There is a short fine in place, but I'm sure he would have picked a gap over there, especially little bit here. Either ways, that could have been a boundary. Nevertheless, it's a dot ball. Jamali coming into White. This is well bowled. This is played off the back foot. A good stop over there by the fielder in the cover region, and the fielding is going to be top class from Dallas. And we've already seen a couple of very good saves, one by the captain Corey Anderson, and this time I think it was Nostush who actually dived and saved a certain boundary, because had it passed the 30-yard circle, that would have been a boundary with the outfield.
Yeah, definitely. He saved 3 runs for his team, which is a big thing.
That's right. So it's been a good over so far from Jamali. He has just given away 1 run in 3 balls, and it's the new batter Mark Dayal who is now going to get ready to face his first ball over here. We'll see how it goes. The field for him, it's interesting. They've got 3rd man inside the circle, so they have a short 3rd now, and they have a fielder outside the circle at backward point. In fact, I beg your pardon, it's a left-handed batter, so it's a deep square leg and it's a 3rd man. Those are the 2 fielders outside, so it's the similar field as it was for the right-hand batter. Jamali coming in. This time it's picked up beautifully over the head of covers. It's going towards the extra cover boundary. 1 bounce, 2 bounces into the fence. That's a glorious way to start his inning for Mark. There was some room, but he ensured that he got in line of the ball and he picked it up beautifully. What a shot that one, Tarun.
That is one of the best shots you can play to show your dominance and show everyone that you're there. Over cover 6. Oh, over cover 4. That was a beautiful shot.
Gloriously played. I mean, the first ball and the left arm pacer coming into you, and you are showing intent right from ball 1. That's good to see over here. He's taking the attack to the opposition right from ball 1 as Jamali comes in now to bowl to Mark Dayal. This is well bowled. What a comeback over there by Jamali. He adjusted his length, got the ball to shape away from the left-handed batter, and almost got the nick to the keeper. Very good ball, that one, Tarun.
That was a beautiful ball. That's the ball they need to bowl every single time. Get the dot balls in, make the batsman play rash shots, and get those wickets.
That's right. I mean, it's been a good start over here by Dallas, and apart from the boundary that Dayal got, it's overall been some sort of dominance from Dallas in the field so far. 2.5 overs, 11 for 1, and we have a contest over here, a required run rate of more than 8 now. East Bay Blazers do have 9 wickets in hand. So we'll see how it goes as Jamali comes in now. Final ball of the over. He's coming into Mark Dayal. This is wide outside the off stump. This is beautifully cut, but what a stop there by the fielder at backward point. That was glorious. Again, had it been past that fielder, that could have been a boundary. The fielding top class again. That's the end of the 3rd over, and East Bay Blazers are 11 for 1. We'll be back in a few seconds.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so now the fourth over coming up. It's Nostush to continue. He did pick up a wicket in his first over. He gave away just one run, and he's going to bowl his second over here. The two fielders outside the circle for White. There is a deep mid wicket and there is a long on in place. Nostush to continue left arm round to David White. This time White steps down and he's played it beautifully over the head of mid-off. One bounce into the fence towards the long off boundary. That's a glorious shot. Good use of the feet from White, and that is exactly what I was talking about. When White will play his shots, he'll play proper cricketing shots, and that was a good one, Tarun.
Yeah, just dancing down the pitch, hitting it over the bowler's head. I think the ball was just a little bit over his eye line, and he just went for it for four.
Yeah, David White, a very good successful season last year, and he would want to carry on in this season as well. We'll see how it goes, as Nostush coming in now to bowl the next ball. This one was the arm ball that kept a little low. Luckily for David, he got his bat down just in time. Otherwise, that would have almost been a similar ball to the one that got Ganesh out over there. Good ball over there, Tarun.
That was a really good ball. Even if he was late just by half a second, that was gone. It was bowled.
That would have been Curtin's third ball of the over coming up. Nostush to David White. Again, David White using his feet. He's played it towards covers, going for the quick single. And this time it's good running, good understanding between the two batters. The moment he hit the ball, he knew there was a single on. And he called the left-handed batter and they went for it. It's a good quick single over there, Tarun.
Yeah, we have been talking about the fielding so much, but also running between the wickets have been magnificent between the two fielders on the back foot here.
Yeah, and now we'll have the left-handed batter on strike. It's going to be Mark Dayal, and Nostush is going to come. He's still going to come left arm around, and we'll see how that goes now. The two fielders outside the circle for him. There is a deep square leg and there is a long on in place. Nostush will try to angle the ball away from the left-handed batter outside the off stump. We'll see how it goes. In comes Nostush. This one was on the leg stump. In fact, well, Mark Dayal will feel he missed out on that one. That could have been easy pickings. A little bit of bat, and that probably could have been a boundary because it was on the Midland leg stump. An appeal for leg before, rightly not out signal by the umpire. Rakesh is a very good umpire, Rakesh. We'll see what happens over here. Nostush is adjusting his fielder at long on, probably ensuring he's a little wider and not straighter at long on. There is a short fine in place. There is a short third man. We have point, covers, mid-off, mid-wicket. As Nostush comes in now, he's coming in to bowl to Mark Dayal. This time it's again angled in towards the off stump. It's flicked away towards mid-wicket. So yet another dot ball. 2 dot balls over here for Nostush. So far it's been a good over. And he's given away 5 runs. That includes that one boundary. Final ball of this over coming up. This one was again angled in. This is flicked away beautifully. It was going towards the deep mid-wicket boundary, but good anticipation by the fielder at long on. Exactly why Nostush wanted him a little bit wider, keeping it to just a single. So 6 of that over. After 4, East Bay Blazers are 17 for 1. We'll be back in a few seconds.
My son, he's so soft-spoken. Everyone says he's so good looking, and he never forgets to call.
Hi, Mom. Born for your true self. The 2022 Tundra. Toyota. Let's go places.
Alright, so now we have a change in bowling from the Pearland end. It's going to be Sahib Malhotra who's coming into the attack. So looks like it's going to be spinners from both the ends most likely. We are still in the power play, so the two fielders outside the circle. There is a deep mid-wicket and long on in place for the left-handed batter Mark Dayal. Malhotra starting his spell over here. He's coming right arm around to the left-handed batter. We'll have to see how it goes over here. First ball of the 5th over coming up from the PL end. This one, it came in. It was the leg break obviously, and Mark Dayal tried to play the big shot. In the end he missed it. Got some bat on it. It's a dot ball. A good start over here for the spinner, Tarun.
Yeah, it's a good call by the captain that there are two spinners bowling just to slow things down, and yeah,
good start over here. Round, and Dayal is getting ready to face the second ball. This one was straight, and this time Mark Dayal has picked it up beautifully towards long off, and it is gone all the way for a 6. A glorious shot by Mark Dayal. He did pick that ball from the hand most likely. It was the quicker one, and he played it straight back past over the head of mid-off, and it's gone all the way towards the long off boundary for a 6. What a shot that one by Mark Dayal, Tarun.
he was ready for that shot. I mean, third ball of the over.
Alright, Malhotra coming in now. This time again, Mark Dayal goes over the head of mid-off. It's going towards the extra cover boundary now, and that's yet another 4. So he's really showing his intent over here, Mark Dayal. He played his first ball, which went for a 4, and now he's again taken the attack to the spinner here. He's got a 6 and he's got a 4. So this is good cricket over here from the left-handed batter, Tarun.
Yeah, he's taking Sai Malhotra on, and he's hitting clean shots off him. Some good batting.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Dayal, he's moved on to 15 of 9 balls now with 2 4s and 1 6. As Malhotra is changing the angle, he's coming right arm over now. This time it's short, and this time Dayal has picked it up beautifully, but this can probably be a catch, and it's actually dropped. Well, the trap was set. It was the short ball. Mark Dayal went for the pull shot. In the end, it could have been a catch for the fielder at deep mid-wicket. He ran all the way towards deep square leg, got to the ball, and he was right underneath it. In the end, he just dropped the catch, which probably could have been an important wicket at this stage, especially looking at the way Dayal was going. That can be costly, Tarun.
Yeah, you can just describe that as a simple catch. Just he was there, just fumbled a little bit and dropped it. It can be costly for Dallas.
Well, now we have the right-handed batter David White, who's going to face the next ball. It's going to be Malhotra who's coming in now. Malhotra coming in to bowl to David White, who's batting on 7. This one was the wrist spin ball. It was the leg spinner, quicker through the air, and it's a dot ball. That was a good ball over here. Final ball of the 5th over coming up, 28 for 1 East Bay Blazers. David White batting on 7 of 10 balls with a boundary. At the other end, Mark Dayal batting on 16 of just 10 balls. Malhotra to David White. This time White steps down and he uses his feet, but it's gone straight to covers. A dot ball to finish the 5th. After 5 overs, East Bay Blazers are 28 for 1, and we'll be back in a few seconds. Well, Dallas are really going well over here. They have won 2 in 2. They've beaten Houston Hurricanes and they have beaten Lone Star Athletics last week. So their confidence is definitely high, and they chased down a big total of 204 against Houston Hurricanes in the first game. and then they chased down 156 against Lone Star Athletics in the second game. This time East Bay Blazers have kept them down to just 148, but definitely Dallas have a good attack, and we'll have to see how it goes. 28 for 1, a required run rate of more than 8 now for East Bay Blazers, but they do have wickets in hand, and Mark Dayal is looking really dangerous. How costly would that drop catch be of the previous over? We'll have to see. And looks like there's going to be a change in bowling. Nostos has now come out, like he's stopped his... Nostos is stopped from the attack. He's bowled 2 overs for 7 runs and picked up a wicket in the power play. It's been top class from him. And Nasir Jamali, he bowled 2 overs and gave away just 10 runs. Saib Malhotra, his first over went for 11. Mind you, it did include that dropped catch, but we'll have to see how it goes, as there is a change in bowling now at the Macy Ranch end, as Mark Dayal is getting ready to face his first ball from Hussain Talat, who's coming into the attack now. He's coming right arm around to bowl to Mark Dayal. And the field, again, the final over before the power play, there is a deep square leg in place and there is a third man outside the circle. Otherwise, it's a conventional field with mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket covers. 2 fielders in the cover region. There's a point, there's a fielder at point, and there's a short fine leg in place, as we see Hussain coming in to bowl his first ball from the Macy Ranch end. This is short and it's played off the back foot towards mid-off. It's a dot ball to start. So 28 for 1, Tarun, final over of the power play. What's your take? How should this over go for East Bay Blazers?
I think East Bay Blazers will try to get as many runs as possible, as there are only 2 fielders outside. I think they will be on the attack and on the hunt for runs. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, 149 is not a big target, and they've just lost 1 wicket, but they would ideally want to be somewhere around the 40 run mark after the power play at least. But we'll see how it goes. 5 balls of the power play left. This time it's short and a good bouncer over there. Very well bowled by Hussain. 1 for the over, says the umpire, but that was exactly how you should bowl a good bouncer, Tarun.
Beautiful ball. The fielder said that they have a deep square leg for that bouncer as well. That was a really, really good ball. I don't think the batsman expected the ball to come that high, and he was asking the umpire if it's a wide or not, but that was a beautiful ball.
Well, he's changing his angle now. That's interesting. He's coming right arm over, and he's probably getting the deep square leg a little squarer now. He doesn't want him finer, so he's got him further towards the square region at deep square leg. As we see the third ball coming up, Hussain now to Mark Dayal. This time it's on the leg stump and it's beautifully picked up, and this can be a catch now, and he's got him. It was tactically very smartly done by the bowler. Like I said, he got deep square leg a little square, and he bowled that ball on midland leg, and Mark Dayal went for it, and that was a very good catch by the fielder at deep square leg. So that was very well set up, and a game plan that works out for Dallas. They get their second wicket, and this was very nice to see, Tarun.
Yeah, he bowled a slower one there. He knew that the batsman's going to go for it because he got 2 dot balls already. So the field was set, and that was a good catch in the end, and they got the wicket they wanted.
Well, so Mark Dayal's drop catch of the previous over, that has not proved costly at all. In fact, they get him now. The Dayal has to depart now on 16, and that's the second wicket down. 28 for 1, East Bay Blazers after 5.3 overs. So, well, it's not going to be easy for the Blazers team for sure, and Dallas, they are actually bowling well, they are fielding well. Apart from the dropped catch, they have been very good in the field, Tarun.
Yeah, they've been really, really good. I mean, they are up for the fight. They want to win. They want to get it 3 in a row and stay on top of the table.
Well, it's a very good game over here, because the required run rate of 8.34, but East Bay Blazers, they would want to ensure that they get a good partnership over here for the third wicket, because they don't want to lose wickets. I mean, the run rate is not that much of an issue, because 8.34, it's very much gettable if you keep wickets in hand. So I'm sure that must be the game plan over here from East Bay Blazers. Final over of the power play, 28 for 2, and we'll see how it goes. So after this over, he can come. So Hussain picks up his first wicket, and he's really doing very well for Dallas with the bat and with the ball. He played an important knock. He got 43 with the bat, and now he's already picked up a wicket for his team. So this is good all-round cricket from Hussain Talat, as he's getting ready to bowl the next ball now. 4th ball of the over. He's coming in to bowl. This is bowling. Well, that was a good ball. Hussain gets another one over here. It was a tad shot, but it was quick through the air. David White tried to pull it, got an inside edge, and that's crashed onto the off stump. 2 in 2, 28 for 3 East Bay Blazers. And this is now really not looking good for the Blazers team, Tarun.
2 in 2 for Hussain. It's just amazing. 4 dot balls in the last over of the power play. And what is East Bay is thinking right now, we don't know. It just... Well, Dallas on top now.
28 for 3, and like I was saying at the beginning of the second session, Dallas do have a very good bowling lineup, and they're ensuring that they are keeping it tight, building the pressure from both ends, and very good captaincy by Corey Anderson. He's keeping attacking fields. He's getting the right fielders in the right areas. The bowlers are bowling in good areas as well. So overall, so far, it's been some sort of a dominance by Dallas in the power play. 5.4 overs, 28 runs for East Bay Blazers, but more importantly, they have lost 3 wickets. So the target of 148 suddenly is looking like a big mountain to climb, at least at this stage. And a very, very smart move by the captain Corey Anderson to get Hussain Talat into the attack in the final over of the power play. Remember, Nostush was bowling very well, but he held him back and he got Hussain in, and Hussain has delivered with a couple of wickets here, Tarun.
Yeah, as they say, offense is the best defense, and now Hussain is on a hat-trick.
Well, the hat-trick ball coming up over here, and well, we'll have to see the field. There is a deep square leg in place. There is a third man. Those are the 2 fielders, but we see a cover fielder now, almost like a short cover catching, and there is a somewhat like a forward short leg in place. So some sort of an attacking field for the hat-trick ball. Short fine. There is a fielder at backward point, there's a fielder at point, and mid-off and mid-on. And there's a forward short leg waiting in there. Hussain coming in. Hat-trick ball goes down the leg side. It's a wide ball, which means Hussain is still on a hat-trick. And the fielder at forward short leg, he's not in a conventional forward short leg position. He is wearing a helmet, but he's not in the regular position. In fact, now he's probably going away. He's probably going to go to mid-wicket. So there is no forward short leg in place. There's a mid-wicket catching, almost like a mid-wicket who's not really short mid-wicket. It's the regular mid-wicket in place. Hat-trick ball coming up. Hussain. This is outside the off stump and almost got the hat-trick. It was almost an outside edge, but a very good ball, that one, Tarun.
Yeah, the best thing so far is 5 dot balls. Only 1 run, and that was also off the wide. So definitely East Bay's on the back foot, and Dallas is just attacking all the way.
What an over this has been. I mean, we were saying ideally East Bay Blazers before this over, we were saying they would want to be somewhere around the 40-run mark. But in fact, they have just scored 1 run, that too of a wide ball in this over, and they have lost 2 wickets. Final ball of the power play coming up, 29 for 3, and it's Hussain now bowling. This is well bowled. It's played towards mid-wicket for a quick single. The mid-on fielder giving the chase. And that's the end of the power play after 6 overs. East Bay Blazers are 30 for 3. We'll be back in a few seconds.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so it's going to be Ali Sheikh now who's coming into the attack from the Pearland end. and he's bowling the first ball of the 7th. This is well bowled. It was the arm ball to start with, and the two batters, the captain Angelo Pereira and it is Sanjay Krishnamurthy. Sanjay Krishnamurthy is on strike, and he's played 3 balls now and he scored 1 run. At the other end is the captain Angelo Pereira as Ali Sheikh comes in now. Left arm around. This is with the arm down the leg side, wide signal by the umpire. And Richard, we would like to welcome Richard now in the commentary box. Welcome back, Richard.
Well, it's definitely a good power play for Dallas, and all comes down to that last over where he got 2 wickets.
Ali Sheikh coming in, left arm around. This is flicked away towards short fine for a single, and Ali is actually coming diagonal. He's coming through. Good start over here for
before they can go and get that target.
Batter just taking the guard. He's ready to face his first ball. The captain Angelo Pereira, and the East Bay Blazers would want a captain's knock here from their captain Angelo. Ali Sheikh coming in to bowl to Pereira. This is played away on the offside towards sweeper cover for a single. So he's off the mark now, their captain Angelo. Alright, so it's been a good start over here by Ali Sheikh so far. He's coming into bowl now. This is flicked away towards deep mid wicket for a single, and a good pickup over there by the fielder in the deep. And obviously Dallas will not mind these singles at this stage, Richard.
Absolutely, and but it's still good for Bay Blazers to keep rotating that strike, get the batsmen going, milk the singles.
This is flighted, and this time it's played away towards the extra cover boundary. That's a glorious shot here by the batter and the captain Angelo Pereira. This ball was flighted outside the off stump, and he picked the gap beautifully away from the covers fielder and away from the sweeper cover fielder in the deep. And that's brilliant bisection and a glorious shot, Richard.
Excellent, excellent shot. That was pure timing, and you could see that he enjoyed that as he fist bumped the batsman. He was happy.
Well, so it's 38 for 3, final ball of the 7th coming up, and we'll have to see how it goes. Ali Sheikh continuing here. This is again flighted, and this time it's played towards long on for a single. So that's the end of the 7th over, and after 7, East Bay Blazers are 39 for 3. We'll be back in a few seconds. Well, 39 for 3 after 7. Well, Richard, what do you make of that cloud cover?
Well, Nikhil, you can see these dark, stormy clouds just blowing into the stadium from the left side of where we are sitting, and we can also see the wind picking up.
Well, from cricket's perspective, we would hope that the cloud cover stays away and we are able to finish this game and the next one as well. We'll see how it goes now. It's 39 for 3 after 7 as Hussain is going to continue. He bowled a top-class first over, picked up a couple of wickets and just gave away 2 runs. That was the final over of the power play as Hussain comes in right arm over, and he is coming in to bowl now to the captain, Angelo Pereira. This is well bowled, flicked away towards deep square leg, and very nicely done by the fielder at deep square legs, preventing the second run over there, Richard.
And that's really good. That's keeping the pressure on, not letting it go. Just because they've lost 3 wickets doesn't mean that you take it easy.
That's right. I mean, very good to see the attacking intent by all the fielders from Dallas. Every run is vital. Every run saved is going to be crucial, as that's going to put more pressure on the batting team as we see Sanjay getting ready to face the next ball from Hussain. He's coming in from the Macy Ranch end. This is well bowled outside the off stump. Appeal for caught behind, but not out, says the umpire, and the keeper was not interested as well. So a good call by the umpire Rakesh again, and this is very nicely done. But that was a good ball there, Richard.
That was a very good ball there. Had the pace, the bounce, and it beat him.
Yeah, he's getting good zip of the wicket. He's bowling with good pace and he's bowling in good areas. Not easy for any batter at this stage. And Dallas at this stage, they are really doing well. 40 for 3, 7.2 overs. Required run rate again, it's 8.61, so it's not that high, as we see a lightning in there on the pitch at this stage. In comes Hussain. This is outside the off stump. This is beautifully played. It's going towards the sweeper cover boundary, but a glorious stop again by the fielder at sweeper cover, preventing the boundary, and a brilliant throw. Just a couple of runs. Again, top class fielding there, Richard.
That was brilliant fielding, but a confident shot from the under-19 player, Sanjay Ganeshan. That he has the pace and the bounce, Hussain, but after the last ball, it didn't faze him at all. Good work.
Well, we are hearing some thunderstorms in the background. There was a lightning, like I mentioned, a couple of balls back. We'll see how it goes. As Hussain is coming in now, he is bowling to Sanjay. This is again well bowled, flicked away by Sanjay towards deep square leg. Just a single, and this is good bowling. The fielders outside the circle, the 5 fielders are long on. There is loft, there is a sweeper cover. In fact, I beg your pardon, there is a long on, but there is no long off. So there is a mid off in place. The fielders outside are long on. Deep mid wicket is going out now. There is a deep square leg in place, and there is a fielder outside the circle, sweeper cover, and a fielder at third man. Those are the 5 fielders outside. As Hussain comes in now to bowl to Angelo. This is again played on the offside towards backward point for a single by the captain Angelo Pereira. He's looking good. He's batting on 8 of 5 balls with a boundary, and his staying in the middle is going to be very important from East Base point of view, Richard.
Absolutely. He can guide the under-19 Sanjay Ganeshan, who's gotten off to a good start here.
Sanjay Krishnamurthy.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Well, Nikhil, I also want to know what the DL method is, if there is in play here for the weather conditions.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the DL method is definitely something that will come in the picture. But we'll see how it goes as Hussain comes in now. He's bowling now to Sanjay. What a shot that one! This is beautifully played by Sanjay. He played the paddle scoop over the head of short fine. That was a beautiful shot by Sanjay. Not afraid to play that one. Just shows the aggressive intent from the batter, and that's what youngsters can do, Richard, and that's the game T20 cricket that we talk about, and it was amazing to see.
Exactly. Positive is the only way forward for these youngsters, and that's wonderful to see.
So 8 overs done, 48 for 3 East Bay Blazers. We'll be back in a few seconds.
What's up, Doug? What got into you?
At Sunoco, we know how to fuel peak performance. Fuel your best.
Alright, first ball of the 9th over coming up. This is played away towards long off for a single, and they go for the second. So it could have been tight, but in the end both the batters make it safely. So Ali Sheikh is continuing from the Pearland end. That's the 50 up for East Bay Blazers after 8.1 overs. Ali Sheikh is bowling left arm around diagonal. He's coming through the umpire, and Angelo is batting now. He's on strike. He's batting on 10 of 6 balls. A required run rate of 8.37 now. Ali Sheikh coming in to Angelo. This time Angelo gives himself some room, but in the end could not connect the ball. It's a dot ball. That was good ball. That was a good ball by Ali Sheikh. He followed the batter over there, Richard.
Yes, that's a good ball and trying to cut off the room that the batsman was trying to make to get.
Again, Ali Sheikh to continue from the Pearland, and third ball of the over coming up. It's Angelo on strike. This is the arm ball. It was balled flatter and quicker, played towards long off for a single, and it's going to get the youngster Sanjay back on strike now, as we'll have to see how it's going now. But 69 balls, 98 to win, required run rate of 8.52. They have 7 wickets in hand, so it's a very good run chase we have on our hands, weather permitting, Richard.
Yes, Nikhil, there is a slight drizzle, strong wind. We'll have to see how that changes the conditions. But so far the batsmen are doing what is needed, rebuild and get a strong platform.
Corey Anderson just discussing something with the bowler, as Ali Sheikh is coming in. He's bowling left arm around, and it's Sanjay on strike. In comes Ali Sheikh. This time it's bowled full. It's flicked away in the gap towards deep mid wicket, but a good stop over there by the fielder at deep mid wicket, preventing that boundary. But a couple of runs again, and well, we are seeing the curators and the ground staff probably ready with the covers. We'll have to see whether they call for the covers or not yet. It's drizzling, but it's not heavy. But it might just be a matter of time, Richard. We'll have to see.
Yes, Nikhil, the clouds are almost over the stadium right now. The ground staff sense that and they are ready.
Ali Sheikh coming in. This time it's played away in the gap towards deep mid wicket. The long on fielder giving the chase. And again, it's just a single. Good anticipation by the fielder at long on. The moment he saw the batter going in that area, he ran towards the ball. Brilliantly done.
Excellent fielding, as we've seen all day today from both sides. They're just trying to keep those twos away and just restrict it for a single.
Final ball of the 9th over coming up. 54 for 3 East Bay Blazers. Ali Sheikh coming in. He's bowling now to Angelo. In comes Ali Sheikh now. He's taking his time over here. He's bowling to Angelo. This is again the arm ball. This is beautifully picked up by Angelo. It's probably gone. Oh, what a catch that one. What a catch by the fielder at long on. It looked like it was going over his head. It indeed went over his head. But in the end, he jumped in the air, kept the ball in the air, got it inside the boundary, and then took the catch. Well, what a wicket that one, and what a catch. And now the rain has come down. It was almost like the rain was waiting for the wicket to fall, Richard. But what a catch that one.
That was a beautiful piece of fielding. Takes the catch, has to throw it back into the field of play, comes back in and finishes it off. Beautiful, brilliant.
54 for 4 after 9 overs. And the umpires are wanting the covers now on the ground. So it looks like we might have a delay, but what's interesting is the rain has probably stopped again, Richard. I mean, it came down heavily, but it stopped probably.
It has momentarily stopped. They look like they were bringing the covers in, but they might be walking back into the field. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, 54 for 4 over here, and what a catch that one. The fielder anticipating that it's going to go over his head. He timed his jump beautifully. He got the ball inside from outside the boundary and then got back and took a catch. Exactly what we see, and we have seen that so often in the IPL, Richard.
There seems to be a bit of confusion. I think Pereira there is just waiting to see if it was a clean catch. And he hasn't seemed to walk off. Oh, and he is walking off now.
Walking off, but what a catch that one. That's what we see in the IPL, Richard.
Exactly. That's really good, high quality fielding. And the fielding has been so good overall, and that just topped it off. Wonderful.
Well, so it's 54 for 4 now, and the covers are coming on the ground. So we will have more updates for you all in a few minutes. We'll see what happens now, whether the overs get reduced, whether we continue. We'll have more updates soon, so stay tuned. Thank you.
And a quick update about the status of the game. Due to the wet outfield, the Dallas Mustangs have won this game via DL method by 16 runs.
Yeah, we had an exciting run chase in the Dallas versus East Bay Blazers game, but unfortunately due to the rain that took place here, the match had to be stopped, and based on the Duckworth and Lewis method, Dallas Mustangs, they have